Hello, this is Neil Chambers, a teacher contributor here at EnglishSpark.com, and today I'm going to walk through Better Language Teaching, a book that has an ebook that has just been published by Cotter, the man behind HeadsUpEnglish.com, and he on HeadsUpEnglish.com he has published a lot of free lesson plans and materials on there. And he's taken the extra step by writing a good ebook about how to teach English and give you some good tips on teaching English. What I like about this book in particular is that it's obviously written by someone who is still currently teaching, that knows the industry, knows what kind of problems that new teachers are going to face. So gives you a really good background. And it's not written by someone who maybe taught English, 5-10 years ago, and now has decided to give you some information about how they think English language teaching should be done. This book is written from the perspective of someone who's actually in the trenches teaching and has some good experience to share with you. And Chris has broken this into two parts. The first part is about methodology, and the second part is has a list of activities. And in the first part, he has it's broken into chapters. The first chapter is on lesson structure, basically the different parts of a lesson, in kind of what's important when you think about laying out a lesson, thinking about your goals and objectives and steps that you want to accomplish in that particular lesson, and the different types of activities, and then the different parts of a lesson as it pertains to time management. And you can see here that in this ebook, everything has been cross-linked, so that if you roll over something like this, what is lesson structure, it becomes a finger, and you can click on this link and go directly to what is lesson structure and read more about that, which is really cool because there's a lot of times when he refers back to other parts or wants to give examples of activities that are in the back of the book, and all that's cross-linked, so it's very convenient to kind of make your way around the book. In Chapter 2, Chris talks about lesson content, how to, basically step-by-step, how to go through the different parts of a particular lesson, how to get through your warm-up, different methods for presentation, and different drills for the practice section, as well as application towards the end of a lesson. And some other parts, for example, correction and review and feedback towards the end of a particular lesson. In Chapter 3, Chris talks about talk time and the difference between teacher talk time down here and student talk time. You need both in every class, but of course it's best to reduce teacher talk time and try to increase student talk time. And he also goes over some points about the advantages and disadvantages of using L1 in the classroom as well. In Chapter 4, Chris talks about how to correct students, what to correct in a given class and when to correct them. There's different levels of correction that you need to do at different parts of the lesson, and how to correct students so that you aren't overcorrecting them and you're encouraging them to try to speak fluently and try to make mistakes, because the more mistakes students make, the more that they're learning. And so he kind of goes over the important points of how to correct and how to correct in a soft and memorable way. In Chapter 5, Chris goes over how to do pair work and group work, how to manage pair work and group work. in your classrooms and how to what's important about them and concerns and considerations you might have managing a large group of students in your classroom. And in Chapter 6, something that I especially like is he talks about levels and learning styles. So at the first part, Chris lays out what beginner students are, what kind of mistakes they typically make, and as well as lower intermediate students, upper intermediate students, and advanced students. He also talks about learning styles. Different students learn different ways, and it's important to customize your lesson for these particular types of students and try to design it for maximum impact. So this book kind of covers all topics of language teaching from the student's perspective and from the teacher's perspective. So covers all bases. And in part 2, Chris has a large list of activities to use in the classroom. And these activities are broken out into levels, as you can see here. Beginner activities, intermediate activities, and advanced activities that you can use in your different levels of class, as well as breaking them into types, the different types of activities that they are: controlled activities, semi-controlled, and free activities. So since these are all cross-linked, again, you can just click on these and go right to the beginner activities. It's very quick, very easy to find something right before a class and get some ideas on how to improve your lessons very quickly and very easily, which is something, again, that I really liked about this particular ebook. So if you're interested in picking up Chris's book, Better Language Teaching, I encourage you to stop by his website at headsupenglish.com for more details. Again, this has been Neil Chambers, a teacher contributor here at EnglishSpark.com.